Hey guys, Ollie here, and welcome back to the GameStorm YouTube channel. Now today we're going to be taking a look at GSWPC-1. Now GSWPC-1 is the first of the workstation PCs that we offer. Now you may not see the highest end workstation parts in these, as these are your sort of Adobe Premiere Pro, Sony Vegas Pro, and Photoshop sort of arranged PCs that are going to be good for doing that particular task. Not aimed at your real high end video editing. Our best one, which is GSWPC-4, which we'll see in later videos, that there is aimed much more at the professional grade. GSWPC-1 is the sort of best bang for the buck here that we offer. So go ahead and jump right in. For the processor, we have an Intel Core i5-4590. Now this is a 3.3 GHz quad-core processor that is going to be perfectly good enough for your video rendering and Photoshop work without providing a bottleneck for your graphics card, as well as being beefy enough because it's a quad-core to do anything that you want or may need to do in the future with this system. So this processor is really the best for this build. The motherboard is the MSI Z97 PC Mate. Now this is an ATX LG1150 socket motherboard that we've used in a build before. Now the PC Mate is an extremely reliable board, has the nice power delivery system that is going to keep your processor running at its best possible performance, as well as having that full 16x slot for your graphics card. I like this motherboard, it's good and reliable and it's going to fit this build perfectly. For the RAM, if you don't like the look of this or the color, you can go ahead and swap this out for some Kingston HyperX Fury if you want, or some other RAM of your choice. But we decided to put 8GB of G-Skill Ripjaws X series in. Now this is DDR3 1600. You won't see any more than 1600 MHz in this particular rig because applications now don't really require more than 1600 MHz. DDR4 is a bit different because DDR4, the cache latencies and stuff is a lot quicker, but for DDR3 speed isn't really a difference, so we decided to put 1600 MHz in. This G-Skill Ripjaws kit is reliable, good, and just perfect for this system. Now here's one of the best bit of the builds that is going to keep this PC running for longer and is going to get your media consumption and storage and anything else you really want to do, encoding, various other stuff like that, is going to benefit this. This is a Kingston HyperX 3K 240GB SSD. Now you've seen this in a couple of other builds, especially the GSPC-1, especially the GSPC from about 5 or 6 upwards I think. This is a blisteringly fast SSD, only £93, 240GB, so it is really the best performer that you can get, as well as being one of the most reliable drives on the market. Surprise, surprise, we have the Seagate Barracuda 1TB 3.5-inch 7200 RPM drive. Now this has been in all of our GSPC builds and is now going into our GSWPC builds because it is so reliable and so brilliant. I love the Seagate Barracuda drives just because they never slow down and they're about 1,000 times better than the Western Digital ones. Now the meat of this machine that is going to provide the power behind the rendering, so for Premiere Pro and Vegas Pro, such as your CUDA acceleration and the such like. I really like this GeForce GTX 960 because it is the best bang for the buck graphics card that you can get. This also will put this PC into a gaming line as well, so that you can also game on this PC if you wanted to, as well as repurpose this as a video editing machine. Now this is going to be perfect for doing pretty much everything you need in terms of productivity, as well as Premiere Pro and other stuff that I mentioned before. Now for the power supply, if you want to go ahead and step up to something that may be more workstation grade in your mind that may last longer, go ahead and do that, but I really think you can't beat the Corsair Builder series. Now this is the CX500W. Now this is an 80 plus bronze rated semi-modular power supply. I really like this power supply as it's semi-modular, so you can plug in only the cables that you need with only the 24 pin and the 4-pin CPU supplemental power connected directly to the power supply. I really like this as it will be perfect for powering this system and will be brilliantly efficient whilst doing that job. Now last but not least, you can go ahead and chuck this out if you don't want one, but because this is a video editing machine, we decided to put one in anyway. We have the Samsung SH224DB/DEBEBE DVD/CD rewriter, or writer, I said that wrong, writer. This disk drive is good. It's from Samsung, so it's going to be nice and reliable, and that's really all you can say about a disk drive. So jumping back to the overall overview of this GSWPC workstation, this is going to be your entry-level workstation for video editing, video rendering, as well as video encoding, as well as Photoshop and the such like. It's not going to be up to the very demanding rendering tasks, but for simple YouTube videos and YouTube videos that I produce on my channel, ScanyaMan93, this PC will be perfect. Anyway guys, we hope you liked this video. If you did, check the links down in the description, go to our Facebook page and give it a like, and also jump over to our Facebook support group where you can join that and ask any questions or queries you may have. If you did like this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and as always, we will catch you in the next one.